Welcome to this module on the Bill of Rights. There is a fundamental question: from whom does a constitution protect the rights of the individuals? As everybody is a part of the society, every individual has rights, then from whom is our constitution protecting us? Here comes the answer. The rights of a person may be threatened by another person who is in the society or private organization. Any other individual who lives along with you may threaten you or may violate your fundamental rights, or any private organization might threaten your fundamental rights from the other individuals, from the private organizations, and even from the government. The Constitution is protecting your rights. In such a situation where the individuals would need the protection of the government, so it is necessary that the government is bound to protect the rights of the individuals. So who will protect your rights? It is the government that protects your rights. Now, what if government is not protecting your rights? On the other hand, the organs of the government, that as legislature, executive, bureaucracy, or even the judiciary, in the course of their functioning, may violate the rights of the individuals. So it is not only the private individuals, private organizations, it can be the legislature, it can be the executive, it can be the bureaucracy, it can be even the judiciary. In their course of work, it is not intentionally done. In their course of executing the orders given by the political heads, they may violate the rights of the persons. That's why it is necessary that the government is bound to protect the rights of the individuals. Individual would need the protection of the government. The fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution. During the freedom struggle, the leaders of the freedom movement had realized the importance of rights, and then they demanded that the British rulers should respect the rights of the people. So it is during the freedom movement itself, before India became an independent nation, before Indians have drafted their own constitution, the framers of the Indian Constitution or the leaders of the freedom movement realized that it is very, very important to have rights, and they demanded that the British rulers should respect the rights of the people. Motilal Nehru formed a committee and demanded Bill of Rights is back as in 1928. So he had a far vision towards India's constitution. It was therefore natural that when India became independent, the constitution was being prepared. There were two opinions on the inclusions. There were no two opinions on the inclusions, the protection of rights in the constitution. As the experience of the leaders made it very clear for them that it is very, very important to have rights, which were denied to them by the Britishers. Way back in 1928, Motilal Nehru Committee had demanded a Bill of Rights. Therefore, it became natural that when India became independent and the constitution was being prepared, there was no second thought or no two opinions on the inclusions and protection of the rights in the constitution. So the constitution listed the rights that would be specially protected, and they call them as the fundamental rights. So the rights which are listed and specially protected are known as fundamental rights in the Indian Constitution. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next module.